Northern Nigeria is saying that if we give Tinubu more time, he is going to destroy Northern Nigeria. I repeat, Northern Nigeria is saying that if Tinubu completes 8 years in power, it is going to become a disaster for the North. That is why politicians are saying that we must do everything we can in our power to stop Tinubu from returning 2027. Election war has started between the APC and the opposition. Everyone is preparing to launch attacks in preparation of the 2027 general elections. Now, the APC media team has decided to intensify its attacks on Peter Obi and Atiku. These are the top guys of the opposition. So the intensity now is much more, man. Now, they are focusing on Peter Obi especially because they believe that Peter Obi is a threat to the APC come 2027. Peter Obi has the capacity to split the votes Tinubu may have in southern Nigeria. Peter Obi has the popularity, has the capacity to split or to shorten and lessen Tinubu's vote in southern Nigeria. Mind you, this battle is between North and South. Atiku and co. These northern politicians believe that if we secure northern Nigeria, it is going to be easier for us to defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Last election, we had more than 14 million votes from northern Nigeria and probably 8 million votes from southern Nigeria. Altogether, 25 million votes. So, northern Nigeria said, we gave Tinubu 5.3 million votes, but this time around, we'll make sure that he doesn't get that. So, Tinubu and co. Decided, let us secure the southern vote first. These 8 million votes, in quote, let us secure it. But one threat we have is a Peter Obi and the Obedient movement. We need to do, you see the APC Digital Media Summit in Abuja. After they came back, I was expecting them to tell us what Tinubu is doing, the good things, the policies of the government, the impact of the policies of Tinubu on Nigerians, and tell us the activities of the government, the achievement. But yet, I see calculated attacks on Peter Obi and the Obedient movement. Now, that direction is moving towards these our 8 million votes, in quote, in southern Nigeria. We need to secure it. The last broadcast I did, I said, the Southwest agenda, make sure that Atiku and Obi, they don't have 25% in any state in the Yoruba land, 8 states. Make sure that we fight tooth and nail to make sure that they don't have 25%. So this war, this war, everybody is intensifying attacks. Now we know that the APC has political power and all agencies of government under its control. You see, we have these civil society organizations, CSOs. Activism under APC has died. I believe it died under Buhari. I tell you, activism under Buhari, the APC died. Under Jonathan, CSOs, activists were so, man, today I attended many press releases under Jonathan, where people were talking about this thing happening under Jonathan's government, this, but under Buhari, the APC, all of a sudden, activism died a natural death. So the APC has the media, it has propaganda arm of the government, because you know Nigerians, you see, perception matters in anything. If you can influence the perception of people, you can win a lot. How do rich, the wealth, they use political power to control people? It is they control their perception. So APC has political power. They are in control of the agencies of government. They are in control of the media. They are in control of activists. The INEC, they are in control. Police, EFCC, DSS, and the judiciary. They can use these agencies to tweak the elections in their favor. What does the opposition have? Opposition have the sentiments of the people. How did APC use what they had in 2015 to chase away Jonathan? Well, then and now, there are two different things. I don't know whether this ADC or this opposition can be able to replicate what APC did in 2023. But these are two different scenarios. What does the coalition opposition have? Peter Obi has a cult following in the obedient, which the APC is trying to attack to make sure that these guys are reduced. In the past few months, the propaganda arm of the APC have been able to convince a lot of people to leave the obedient movement from whatever they are doing. Because currently now, they are going to dig the past of Peter Obi. People criticize Peter Obi in the past. Many people from Anambra State, it is not Anambra State, many people criticize Peter Obi in the past. And what the APC is doing now is they are going to pick those tweets and analyze those tweets. If you criticize Peter Obi like this in the past, why are you now supporting him now? To be fair to the obedient movement, those supporting Tinubu now, most of them criticize Tinubu in the past. So it is just a normal thing. Everybody has his downside or whatever. Like I said, Nigeria is not designed to be developed. Whatever you are practicing now, you are practicing a scam. Democracy you are practicing is a scam. Nigeria you are seeing now, we are all saying political statistics, political calculation, left, right, center. At the end of the day, we are coming back to square one if we do not restructure the country. So they not believe that Tinubu is driving a Yoruba agenda. There's nothing you want to tell me. For the past 2 weeks, the North have been highlighting the appointment of Tinubu, saying that it's the Yoruba thing. The projects going on in Nigeria, most of them are in Lagos State, the Southwest. A lot of things that the Northerners are highlighting, and that is the sentiment. That is where the North is thinking at this moment. So this political war, man, it is, I don't know what is, I hope it does not get us into another civil unrest. Because the desperation of northern politicians is something else. The kind of propaganda going on in northern Nigeria today, the kind of information they feed their people in northern Nigeria today about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his Yoruba agenda, what they say in their BBC, Hausa, and all their media outlets in northern Nigeria, man, it may get us to another civil unrest. Remember, another political update. The DSS has been asked to arrest a top Nigerian journalist, Reuben Abati, for saying that the civil war is not yet over, saying the kind of political attacks under this Tinubu's administration, especially the ones targeted at a certain tribe. Let's push that aside. But the one going on between North and South, man, it may create another enmity. The North seems to be fighting for survival, like what they are doing. Northern Nigeria, let us not make Tinubu go past 110, because what this guy is doing, there's a tax bill January. There's a tax bill January. Remember, Tinubu is making sure that he has 2/3 of the Senate. If he's able to achieve that, my brother, he is gradually weakening the opposition, mostly the North. Peter Obi and the obedient movement, they are just like normal Nigerians, but Northern coalition, these are people interested in holding political power. Political power is a source of, or a means of their own survival. That is Northern Nigeria for you. So whatever you see they are doing, it is in desperation. Personally, I don't think I'm so desperate that Peter Obi must be. See, if you want to have good leaders, you can have good leaders. I tell you. Almost all the people vying for presidency now, almost all of them senior Nigeria. Almost all of them senior Nigeria. If you look at it critically, Tinubu senior Nigeria. Nigeria is 64 years. Peter Obi, I think he was 64 recently. Nigeria will be 65. October. I think October 1st. Nigeria will be 65. Atiku senior Nigeria. Tinubu senior Nigeria. El-Rufai senior Nigeria. All these leaders you see left, right, center, they senior Nigeria. Nigeria is a problem created. You are saying Nigeria, the Yoruba senior Nigeria, the Igbos senior Nigeria, the Fulani senior Nigeria, the Hausa senior Nigeria. How come we are with Nigeria? A problem created by a certain people, and they are sitting down, they are looking at us, they are laughing. Let us fight ourselves. This fight between North and South, man, it may go deeper than anything. It may go deeper than anything. You see, It is two things, do or die. The Yoruba should not allow North to take over power. The Southwest should not allow the North to take over power, because as it is clear to everybody. Everybody's seeing what is going on. It is like the Yorubas are the ones politically handling the government. They are the ones placed. They are the ones having the position. The strong positions. Yorubas are in charge. Anything they give to other people is just, we understand what is going on. So it's between the Fulani-led Northern Nigeria and the Yorubas. If everybody needs to, you see, most people wants to be politically correct and civil. The truth here is that there is an election war going on. There's a political war going on. We have had political wars in the past. We had the one that happened in 2015 between the APC and the PDP. They had to dislodge the man. They beat. Election is war. They had to beat. So this North and South whole thing. The Fulani wants Nigeria. The Yorubas are using Nigeria to pass time. That is why nobody listens to anybody. When Buhari was doing his own, doing railway from where to Niger, nobody is listening to anybody. In the Southwest, they are doing what Buhari did. At least a servant or somebody, your leader, you must be able to do more than your leader. If you start from where Buhari stopped, you can do much more than Buhari. Tinubu is doing much more than Buhari, and it's expected. Because all these things that Northerners are saying, blah, blah, blah. Over the years, Northern Nigeria, they make mouths. They threaten everybody left, right, center. They baboozle everybody. They bully everybody. They make mouths. We own the country. We own this and that. And this is happening. Northern Nigeria is looking for a southern presidency that will divide Tinubu's vote. I'm even looking, see, the confusion is not here. You know, when you are fighting a war and you are losing that war, you'll be considering so many options whereby you can win that war. You come to drain table. Jonathan, let's try and see if we can talk to Jonathan. Maybe Jonathan can be, if Jonathan can agree with us, that means we have achieved our aim of dislodging Tinubu. If Jonathan is not there, Peter Obi, we have a problem with Peter Obi. We know that we call Northerners, we Fulani in Northern Nigeria, we know that we will not want to make a Peter Obi like a leader in our coalition. But can we make him the presidential candidate and put El-Rufai? Or should we just say, let our brother Atiku and let Peter Obi go and spoil their vote in southern Nigeria? Till now, the ADC, the coalition, they have not decided on how they are going to structure themselves against the APC. I will say it and I will continue to say it, that anybody that wants to run for 2027 must need a coalition. Because the damage that the APC under Tinubu has done to political parties such as Labour Party and the PDP, the damage, it is impossible for you to stay with these parties and beat Tinubu. The damage. There's a guy called Arabambi. Is it Arabambi or something like that? There's a guy. He in Labour Party. The guy is in Labour Party. I forgot that name. I forgot it. The guy is attacking Obi more than Tinubu. Someone in Labour Party, almost all the things he goes to do at TV stations and everything is to attack Obi. Look at Wike here. Wike is giving conditions for them to have their next convention. Wike working for the APC. So it will be unwise for anybody. But Atiku has officially left the PDP. That one is dead. It's dead and buried. They are calling Saraki, come and run now. Sherimaki, they come and run now. They do like this. Because they know that a southern presidency, they have zoned it to the south. They have zoned it to the south. PDP now, they do Bekemenge. PDP, a party, you are a party. Your people, your governors, your House of Rep members, your senators are endorsing APC. Is that party alive? Can we call that a party? Almost all the Southwest governors have endorsed the APC. Labour Party, Alex Otti never endorsed Tinubu yet. He's just praising Tinubu. So you cannot be in these two parties and say you want to contest against Jagaban, President Bola Ahmed. It is not possible, except you want to commit political suicide. So the only avenue is for people to come together and form a coalition against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And these are politicians. They know how to win elections. Shebi Aregbesola told us that we know how to run it. And this guy is confident too. The way he's pushing ADC. El-Rufai, again, in another interview, said that anybody that believes, see, this is the second time, he has said it before. Anybody that believes that, I've looked at the numbers, I've looked at the structures, I've looked at everything, Tinubu cannot win next elections. That is what these guys are saying in ADC. I don't know. The politicians, they understand, they know what they can do. They know how they can run the whole thing around and do whatever they can do. I am not them to make sure that they remove Tinubu. But if Tinubu win that election, 2027, my brother, if Tinubu win that election, see, let me not say what will happen if Tinubu wins the election. But let's wait. I'm very happy that some of these policies are being implemented to make sure that Northern Nigeria is less irrelevant. I've always believed that anything restructuring, Northern Nigeria cannot restructure this country. It is not in their nature. It is not in their own DNA to restructure this country. Any leader coming from Northern Nigeria, in Northern Nigeria that is dominated or that is conquered by the Fulani, can never. It is only a Southern president that can decide, except a middle belt becomes president. Those ones, they can, under them, some reforms can take place. I'm even waiting for the update of the constitutional review of different regions. I've seen the one of Southwest. The one of Southwest is the one that I follow. I tell you, I don't follow any other one. Now, that's Southwest own. Southeast, they are just playing. I never see Southeast. How come did we have these people at the corridors of power? How come? We have people, I don't know, why are people not interested in politics? People that have something to really offer, why are they not interested in politics? Why are they afraid to hold the bull by the horn in Southeast? Why? Why do you allow these charlatans to become politicians and become leaders? Look at people, look at. So it is the Southwest. Look at what Southwest is doing now. They are organizing themselves. They are preparing themselves. Tomorrow you come and start abusing them. What you as a person, what are you doing? Northern Nigeria, they are confused now. Because, no region can win the election without the help of other regions. APC, under Tinubu, that has political power, they can essentially buy all the traditional rulers in Northern Nigeria. Because as I'm seeing the trend, the trajectory, most of these Northern traditional rulers, these guys are not it. You see the Emir of Daura singing Tinubu, Tinubu. The way he was saying Tinubu, I was shocked. Is this man, don't get something don't happen to her. And I looked at it. The wife of the president was like, she had a nose mask and she was shocked. So now this small money we give this man, now this man they do like this. The APC is willing to, should be 100,000. They don't give 100,000 to the basketball team, female basketball team that won these 5 consecutive times. That won, female basketball team. The way the APC will use their political power in Northern Nigeria, they are trying to, wow, what can we do? See, the confusion is real. I don't want to call it desperation, but this one is high-level confusion in the camp of the ADC. So P2B is a threat. APC doesn't want P2B to run alone. Yes. Those that understand. If P2B runs alone, my brother, Northern Nigeria can pose a threat. I don't know what is their plan. In fact, I don't know what is their plan. Let's talk about the civil war. DSS was told to arrest Ruben Abati because of his comments saying the civil war is not yet over. That the attacks on the Igbos and the attacks on P2B and this and that has shown that the civil war is not yet over. Let's look at it. What caused the civil war? The hatred, the animosity amongst tribes. Does that animosity, does it exist in our today Nigeria 2025? After 60 years, does that animosity exist? Yes or no? It still exists, my brother. Even now, it is much more, just that the politicians have hijacked the system and they will make sure, the military will make sure that it doesn't rise again. Why was it possible then? It was because we have an Ojukwu who was there was a regional system, kind of. Somebody was controlling the Southeast, someone was controlling. If we have regionalism today, my brother, The likelihood that one part will break off from Nigeria is just a matter of months or years away. If you have regionalism, you are practicing regionalism. That is why you see military went into old Southeast region. They had to split the states. You come here, that one come here. You just have 5 Southeast states, indigenous. Even that Southeast state, there's an Igala. Igala now colonized most of Anambra and whatever. The Igala people, what have you. So what caused the war is still much more prevalent amongst us. No trust. I'm telling you. I had a friend that want to start a civil society organization, but is afraid to use some kind of people, some persons from a particular ethnicity, because he believes that these people, they can betray whatever it is. Just this. And in offices today, this one, Igbo man, Yoruba man, Hausa man, they are suspecting themselves. Only politicians seems to want to, because of political power and the federal character, whatever. This is your portion, this is my portion. This is, according to the constitution, you have a portion. Because of constitution are giving your portion, my portion, that's why you see they seem to be working together. But normally, the animosity has grown deep. Because, number one, we have a Fulani that wants to conquer all of Nigeria. That they believe that it is Nigeria is their birthright. They are afraid that if we give these people liberalism, if they are liberal, they might divide out of this country. Let's do all that we can to make sure that we look at what the NSA is talking about. We have done all we can to make sure we put the country together. We lump everybody together. Let's do all that we can. This is coming from Eribadu. That tells you the civil war, according to Abati, the things that caused that civil war we still find it today. Although there's a civilization that civil war might not happen the way it happened the last time. But I'm sure with technology and everything, everybody will respect themselves. A lot of casualties might happen, but we go respect ourselves at the end of the day. The politicians don't want this yet, until somebody muzzles the courage, which will do so very soon to restructure Nigeria. When they muzzle the courage, then we can go our separate ways. Good time. But the Fulani will not agree. That is why you see, Northern Nigeria is making sure they do everything to stop Tinubu. They do everything to stop Tinubu, making sure that he doesn't make an attempt. Say we want here, what you want here. Attempt to, what are you trying to do? So what they are doing is make sure that he doesn't have that opportunity. He doesn't, at the end of the day, restructure this country. May God help Nigerians and Nigeria.